straight out of
NASA City, Houston, Texas.
Get ready for Tejano Time Podcast, Houston, Texas, tonight.
Giving you the news you can use and bringing you the hottest interviews in the Tejano industry.
It's about to go down with your host, Keith Leal. Houston, Texas.
Are you ready? Let's go.
Tejano Time Podcast starts
Now.
Please welcome your host, Keith Leal.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode here of the Tejano Time Podcast. Good evening to each and every one of you out there that are taking the time to tune in this evening. Yes, definitely. Thank you so much. Everyone also that's tuned in on Tejano TV as well. All right. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. And don't forget to share the live, guys. If you're tuning in right now and you're logging into the show, share the live, okay? And I would like to welcome back to the show here. It's been a minute, not too long, but she's been on the show before previously. But I would like to welcome a great artist, a great friend, a very, very talented. We're talking about Latin Grammy nominee. We're talking about two-time Female Vocalist of the Year at the Tejano Music Awards. She has got all kinds of awards that she's won in the past, going back to date all the way back to 2016. But let's bring her on right now. Enough of me already, right? So welcome back to the show, Destiny. Thank you so much for taking the time here to join us here on Tejano Time. Happy to have you aboard.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here. It's always fun, to catch up, and just thank you so much for having this platform for us to share. We haven't been to Houston in a long time, so I know we have a lot of I call them family in Houston. That's where my dad and my uncle started. It was their stomping grounds. So Houston, Texas was definitely a big part of our childhood. And I know I have a lot of people out there that we're trying to get out there
Yeah.
and hopefully soon. But it's just so great to catch up with everybody from that area.
Yes, most definitely, man. So if everybody that's out there, again, once you're that's tuned into the live tonight, to share it, okay? And we appreciate you and thank you so much for tuning in here to the show. So let's do some catching up here with Destiny right here on Tejano Time. Destiny, so how's life been treating you these days?
Well, I'm back in Texas. We did go ahead and make that move back from Monterrey. So I'm kind of reaccustoming to, different things here. But it's been great. I mean, we go back once a month to record and kind of do our music stuff that we need to do in Monterrey. And then, we're here with our family. We've been playing quite a bit here. And so I'm just really excited to see what's coming. I'm, throwing out my fishing rod in different lakes and see what sticks. So that's kind of where we're at right now. And I'm just super, super motivated. I'm doing a lot of other things. I've been blessed to have met a lot of great people who want to help me, not just with my singing career, but me as a public, figure and things like that. So I'm just really, really blessed and excited for the rest of 2024. We were saying earlier how fast it goes, and it really does. Fly by if you don't take every moment. That's what I really wanted to make my New Year's resolution, was take every day and really let it sink in what you're doing. Because I feel like when the Grammy and the awards and things like that happen, sometimes it's hard for you to kind of take it in because it's so fast paced. So that's something that I'm trying to do and what I'm doing, with the new music that we have coming out as well.
Yes, and and you do have some great music out right now. We're talking about about Lango song. We're going to get to that here during the show as well. And it's a very catchy tune. And if you guys haven't heard it, stick around. We have the video as well. We're going to feature that here on the show. But going back to 2022, you were nominated there for Latin Grammy as well. I mean, how did it feel to be recognized at such a high level in the music industry?
It was, I don't think it really hit me until after the Grammys. Of course, the morning of the nomination, I had my friends, my family on the phone, and everyone was just, overwhelmed and really, really excited. We submitted. I knew that my CD or the album was up to par. I knew musically it was up to par, but
Hmm.
it's a lot of things that go into getting nominated, and there's certain things that happen. Um, so when I woke up and we saw that we were on that list, I was just really proud. It was more of like all this hard work paid off.
Paid
All the
off.
people who shared their talents with me. Mm, Unfortunately, it's destiny Navaira, but
Hmm.
there's so many people behind me who are multi-talented and who give me their 100%, especially when we're recording and writing and coming up with the album. And I really feel like that second album, Dime Cómo Se Siente, was it was monumental for my career, only because I feel like the first one, La Preferida, I was still kind of getting my feet wet as a solo artist. I had been on the road, but recording was a new thing for me. So Dime was kind of really where I could develop myself as
Develop.
an
Hmm.
artist. The songs are very different. It's not very traditional. So I was proud. I was proud that, we got to be on that list with people who were, at the time or that year doing a little bit more traditional Tejano music. We were kind of like the outlier, I think.
Yeah.
And so just to be there and experience everything, it was amazing. I mean, I always tell people I was on the red carpet and I just felt like, man, my dream's right here. I can just grab it. And so it was definitely a motivator. I plan to go back, hopefully many times.
Hmm.
And
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's a great way. It was a great way for me to kind of see the next level of what I want to do and open my brain up a little bit more to it's not just this
Yeah.
you know and I think first we did that with Mexico when we moved, and then coming back to the Grammys and kind of being more comfortable because we were more immersed in that Mexicano culture and lifestyle.
Hmm.
Most of the artists at the Latin Grammys, they're from Spain, they're from Mexico, they're from different places.
Right. Right.
And so I felt a sense of comfort, just because I did have that experience in Monterrey, which is only 5 hours from Texas. It's not far, but it's different. And so it was a big year for us. The album came out. I had a duet with Jose Adan Esparza from Bronco. I got to work with them. I met so many people that year. Had a great events that year as well, and just the cherry on top was definitely getting to go to the Latin Grammys.
Hmm.
Um,
I bet.
a great experience that I'll never forget for sure. For
Yes,
sure.
definitely. And you also did some shows there with La Casetera also, man, which is
Yeah, La
another
Casetera. Yeah,
great. That was huge right there. I love the performance that y'all did there as well. So
yeah.
it's just
Those
amazing.
guys are super professional. They I mean, we got to the studio, they had a plan, they asked us our input, and it was just a very easy process. Yuli is a great singer, great talent. All the band, of course, Neto, Kiri, Paquito, Fer. I mean, they're just incredible musicians, and it takes, I think people think, oh yeah, why can't those shows be like that? Like, I think that's what maybe people in Texas think. Why can't
Hmm.
the Tejano shows be like that? It takes a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
we had done this performance 2 times before, once in Ohio and once in Houston. And then we finally got to record it in Monterrey. And I mean, so it's a lot of, preparation, and a lot of, kind of getting comfortable of what you're
Hmm.
doing. Regardless, these songs, we know them by heart. They've been with us our whole lives, but it's just a different thing. It's a lot of prep work, and so I give them so much props,
So
and
much.
it was such a great experience to be invited to do that. We were very, very honored, and it was touching, that they thought about us to go do it. And
Hmm.
when we heard the final product, when it came out on Spotify, we were just like blown away.
Blown away, huh? I
Yeah.
bet. Yes, amazing, amazing things. So, we're gonna get to some of these comments here in just a few minutes. That everybody that's tuned in, and guys, don't forget to share the live if you're watching right now. To everybody watching on Tejano TV as well, saludos. Thank you so much.
Saludos.
Yes, thank you for tuning in, guys. Yes, for sure. My guest tonight, Destiny Navaira, and Destiny, your music is deeply rooted in Tejano culture. Okay, can you share with us what inspired you to pursue a career in Tejano? I mean, we know your uncle, your father as well. I'm sure you have some more inspirations as well.
Yeah, so I think, of course, it was always part of my life. When I went to UT Austin in 2011, I joined a Latina based sorority. And I met a lot of girls who, their parents are from Mexico, and they showed me music. I showed them Tejano music, and it was just kind of a mixing of the Texas and Mexican culture. I came home, even a bigger Intocable fan, even a bigger Duelo fan. Um, and I think that's what kind of ignited it to
Hmm.
that I really started listening to the music. I started picking up Spanish a little bit more, really paying attention to the lyrics, really paying attention, just to detail. And
Right.
so I came home from school, I started writing, and I told my dad, I think I'm ready to record. And so he kind of put us as a package. He was like, okay, fine, we're going to be a group. And I'm like, that's not what I said. but, but we did it, and it was good. It was great that we started that way, because it gave us, I think my brother and I, our footing. We discovered who we were on stage, who we were writing as songwriters and singers and things like that.
Hmm.
So I think that's really what started it, me seriously wanting to pursue music. Was my college experience for sure. And then coming back home, I've done the 9 to 5, I've done the corporate, I've done the private sector and things like that. And it's just, the music is what I love. It's what I love. It's what I excel at. And thankfully, I'm good at a lot of things. I'm very versatile, but this is where my heart is. So once we decided, we were on the road with Remedio from about 2014 to 2018 is when I decided to go solo.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
we still performed all the way up to the pandemic. And then that actually kind of gave me an opportunity to, okay, refocus. What do I want to do? And that's when La Preferida came out. So,
Yes.
I think you don't know it at the time, but God really does everything for a reason, and has perfect timing, because I don't think, without the pandemic, that it would have pushed me to move, and it would have pushed me to do some of the things that I've done in these past 4 years.
Hmm.
Um,
All right.
because we didn't have another choice.
Yeah.
It pushed us
Exactly.
out of our comfort zone. So
Hmm.
it was a horrible thing, horrible. But in my personal story, I think it was the pushing factor of a lot of decisions I made, for sure.
Mhm. Yeah, and Preferida was just it was a start for you. I mean, that was your debut album,
Yep.
which did very very well. You had some great songs and great music on there, and you followed
Yeah.
up with another one that had some outstanding songs. And she's got a little twist on the new song here, guys. So I want
Yeah.
you guys to take it. If you have not heard or watched the video or heard the song yet, you're missing out. Okay, so you're gonna get that here in just a few more minutes right here. But let's send some shout outs right quick. Mr. Ricky Duran is tuned in to the show.
Ricky.
Saludos, Ricky. We got Mr. Ford Muscle Luis 97 says, "What's up, Destiny? This is Luis Garcia."
Saludos, Luis.
Yes, and we got Josie Zamora también. Hello, Keith. Hello, Destiny Divida.
See.
Saludos. And he said here, what does he got here? It says, "Hey, Destiny, I would love to say hi to Christina Hinojosa,
Christina.
known as
So
Fabulosa."
Christina is my drummer.
Okay.
Amazing drummer. She's actually from Bowling, Texas, right around Houston, Angleton, South, whatever that area. And she's an amazing drummer, and I'm so very blessed to have her. So big shout out to Christina Hinojosa.
Mm, there you go. Big shout out as well. And let's see. I'm glad says well. He says glad you got the new single. He said called Forever. Yes. So he's heard. I'm
Yeah,
sure he's heard it. Of course. Yes. Nice. Sabrina Hernandez says hi.
Sabrina.
Saludos. John Gabriel Martinez also. Saludos Keith and Destiny. Thank
Saludos.
you. Grupo Superado. Saludos John.
Awesome.
Thank you. Welcome to the show, and thank you guys. And Steph, you guys have anything for Destiny and you would like to ask her a question or anything like that, feel free, drop it in there. Let's keep it in all good standards. All right, guys. So, so
The,
Destiny,
the rated R's will answer later.
right after the show. No, but it's all good, you guys. So it's the we've got some great viewers out there that watch the show week in and week out. So your songwriting often touches. Again, she's going back because she did mention it earlier. She does a lot of songwriting. She does write songs. So we're just curious. It often touches themes. Of love, family, culture, and whatnot. Walk us through your creative process. How does that come along when it's time to write a song?
So I have moments of inspiration. Sometimes I can just be in my bed and I feel the urge to go get the guitar, and it just kind of comes out,
Yeah.
So just like it just depends. I can't
Hmm.
normally if I sit down and say I'm gonna write a song, it's a little bit harder. Usually I have to have like an idea already. But normally what happens is, I have that moment and I write like a verse or I write a melody or something and I send it to Rigo, or, I tell him, hey, I have this like melody, like whatever. Um, Maybe we can like come up with something. And so that's usually how it starts. And then we'll visit it back and forth. I have millions of
Hmm.
voice memos like start of cumbia, whatever sounds like so and so, or that's kind of what I do. And I like to, and I take that from I think the best example is Intocable. I think you listen to their album, and to me as a songwriter, right, I think maybe they said, hey, I want to sound like this but
Hmm.
me, and they write a song similar to that. And that's kind of what we started doing with Preferida. um I was really into La Leyenda at the time, and Preferida, the song, it's kind of that
Hmm.
norteño kind of beat,
Yeah.
and that's what I said. I want a song like La Leyenda, but Destiny. And
Hmm.
so, just that's kind of one thing that I lean on. That's a tool that I use. I also read a lot of poetry books, English or Spanish, and if there's a line that sticks out, sometimes I'll be like, "Ooh, that's a good title," and go off of that. So it's
Hmm.
just like different things that happen. Forever is actually it's actually really funny because the way I wrote that song, Rigo went out on a date
Hmm.
and he came back and he was like, hey, me and this girl, like we wrote this song and it's, English and Spanish, and I was like, well, let me hear it. So I heard it and then I was like, I could write a song better than this. So that one was competition.
Yeah.
So it really, it just depends. It just depends. But normally my brother and I, we co-write.
Hmm.
Rigo's great for coming up with melodies. I mean, I'm kind of more of the lyrics only because my Spanish is like, a little stronger than his, but he's an amazing songwriter. And um, it's fun. We have a lot of fun. We're actually planning a trip to Mexico City for 4 or 5 days to do a songwriting retreat there.
Oh, really? Okay.
So
Awesome.
it's just us,
Yeah.
but we say it's a retreat. But
Hmm.
it's just sometimes you need to get away
Right.
and be in a different environment to have those ideas come to you.
Come
And
to
so
you.
the second album we did in Colorado, we were in Brighton, Colorado. That's where we
Okay.
recorded the demos and kind of finished writing everything. And I've written a lot in Monterrey, of course, a lot here, sometimes in the studio. But yeah, sometimes you just need a change of scenery.
Hmm.
Sometimes I write them in my car. It just depends. But it's such a great way to release a lot of stuff. And I think the best part is that I know that a lot of people feel the way I felt in certain times. And so when I sing them, it kind of reminds me of that too, of you're not the only one that feels that,
Hmm.
and I think that can go for all music everywhere. Is that's what is most important to a singer, to somebody who interprets songs and music, because to see people, connect so strongly. I've had people,
Right.
send me messages about certain songs and I'm like, oh wow, like this, this hit them in in the
Then,
spot that they really feel. So
mhm.
I think that's the most rewarding thing about songwriting for
About
sure.
songwriting. I would imagine that too. Yeah. definitely. And again, you singer, songwriter, she performs, all kinds of great things. Very, very talented. She's got all kinds of great things. I mean, we're not talking just one. She just doesn't get up there and just sing. She does a lot. So yes, man. So congratulations to you on all your accomplishments that you've had so far. And you're not done. You're just starting. You would say you're just starting. And
It feels
you
like
know,
a long time,
right.
I think the pandemic kind of slowed and sped everything up, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Um,
because you pretty much didn't have an idea of where you
yeah,
wanted to go, and things were just going so fast, and you didn't even have time to think about it because
yeah,
you were held back in a lot of different ways that you couldn't make that decision, and then you just relied on what you had and went forward, and then finally made a decision. But I mean, your brother's doing very well too as well. He's doing
yes.
great. How about Pops? Pops, he's just kicking
He's
back in the
good, yeah.
background.
So he's been performing quite a bit with Chente Barrera. He does kind of
Okay.
like a feature with Chente. And so that's really good that people enjoy it. I love, for him to be on stage. The plan that we have in the works is to get him back in the studio as well. Not just recording, but also producing. And so we have a lot of plans for him. He's involved with everything that we do. He does a lot of the behind the scenes work. Hey dad, I need
Mhm.
a van, or hey dad, I need, do you know anybody that plays accordion or this or that or whatever. He does a lot of that for me as well. And just, constant advice. Los
Mhm.
consejos que, that he gives me is to me priceless. Sometimes I don't want to hear him, but I know he's right. And
Yeah.
so it's just a lot of help.
Mhm.
He's able to guide us, and he's still learning, and that's the cool thing is my dad is super open to learning about how music is now, how you're promoting it on TikTok and
Mhm.
this and that. He's very into that stuff. So I'm blessed that he is, and he's not kind of stuck in that back mentality of, this is the only way.
Right.
I
Right.
think he's seen us do so many things that he's just like, okay, yeah, like this is, it's time to jump on that train. And
Yeah,
so
this is a new trend.
yeah, for sure. For sure. So the plan is to get him back, like I said, in the studio, and he performs with us quite a bit as well. So he's the here and there, but I tell him, I don't want you to have to work as hard as you used to, and uh,
Right, right.
but he also loves the stage, so
He loves it.
it's
So
hard to take
yeah,
him away.
you just can't hold him back too much.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
For sure.
amazing. That's amazing. So let's get to let's see here. Benya also is on there. Let's see.
Bobby,
Hello, Destiny. Keith, love the passion you have for music.
thank you.
Amazing, amazing guy right there as well. Thank you so much, Bobby, for watching the show as well this evening. And uh, again, going back, you've had um, numerous. We're talking about the Tejano Music Awards going back to 2016.
Yeah.
Okay, and you had one from was it Tejano Mundial Premios también recently as well.
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, we're talking from the Tejano Music Awards Female Vocalist of the Year 2 time, and I believe you had what was it right Best New Band or group at
Yeah.
early
So
early on.
2016, we came out with Siempre Cantando. That was under Remedio.
Remedio.
And I won female vocalist, new female vocalist. My brother won new male, and then we won best new group as well.
Awesome.
So that was a great experience. It was the year that my uncle had passed, so it was very emotional experience, and it was just kind of a bucket list item,
Hmm.
and a confirmation for me, to keep going, and to that I was doing something right, I guess. So that's kind of what that meant to us. And then fast forward 5 years later is when I won my first female vocalist of the year, and that was a virtual show because it was still COVID, pretty much.
COVID, right? Yeah, I remember
And
that.
so we were at the house in Monterrey, and my producer was there, and we were all there, and it was a nice celebration. I guess I didn't feel the full impact of being at the awards and all of that. So it was really nice this past year to go to perform and to be able to go on stage and receive it, and we present it, and just interact with the fans and with people, again, people who to me are family, that I've known for years and years. And so, like I said, I think the Female Vocalist of the Year award is for me another bucket list for sure. And also, I'm very, very proud because I've worked really hard as a newer artist to kind of break that stigma of only so and so wins. Only the people who are established wins. And so winning it twice, the first time I won, I was nominated with Patsy Torres, which a pioneer in the music
industry.
and for women. And then this past year was cool because we were nominated, me, Isabel, and Monica, which were pretty much, the newer females of the
Newer
genre.
generation, yes.
And, it's just really cool. Me and Isabel were nominated again together at the Latin Grammys as well. And so, I mean, it's to me, it made me feel a sense of, okay, you're doing the right thing. You're working hard, you're putting your music out there, and the people are responding. So that's what really I work for is for the people. Awards are great. They're nice. I love it. But at the same time, I'd rather have a stadium full of people screaming my songs back at me. And that's kind of my goal. And, I love to go to the award shows because it's like a family reunion.
Yeah,
to me.
for sure.
And just to give back, to the fans, I really wanted them to kind of hear my vocals. And I performed Dime Como Se Siente. And, a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know, you sang and this and that. And I'm like, come on, we got to get the ball rolling, So that's kind of what I work to do and just get my name where I can. And I appreciate, all the support and all the votes and everybody who just takes time to even pay attention to me. I mean, you guys make my dreams come true, when I get a new follower or I see somebody share my music video. To me, that's what it's about. And I remember being a kid and, seeing the Tejano Music Awards trophies in the studio. And I always, it was just kind of normal to me, And so to win one as an adult after everything, with my uncle, with my dad and things like that, it's super rewarding. And I also do it to make them proud. They taught us since we were kids, to put your best forward and in anything you do. And that's what I feel like we strive on. And every time we perform, it's 100%, whether it's an album, whether it's a live performance or even just an appearance, whatever it is, it's 100% for sure.
100%. Yes. And this is a little clip, or not a clip, but a picture that we put together here of her unveiling her Tejano Music Award right here. Yes, definitely right there.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I was late picking it up. That was my fault. They were like, your award's ready. It's here maybe a couple months ago. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to go get it. And I just picked it up. It was at Gibby Velasquez studio. And he was like, I've been calling you. And I was like, I'm sorry. I've been meaning to come by. But yeah, it's so nice, to have it physically. And usually what we do is we put the awards in the studio in Monterrey. So when you walk into our record label, all the awards are there. All the Tejano Music Awards, the Premios Mundiales, and también, well, we have the Latin Grammy nomination there.
Right.
And it's really cool because my producer, he actually won an American Grammy with my uncle. So his Grammy's there as well. So it's just a, it's a heartwarming thing for me. A lot of the time, everything I do, I try to do it with a purpose or it has a meaning behind it. Yeah. And I think this whole journey, the way I've come together with my record label, with, the musicians I have, and just everything has been really, it's been an emotional process, but it's very comforting at the same time, for sure.
Good stuff right there. Destiny Navaira, my guest tonight, guys, here on Tejano Time. Belinda Herrera says, hello, love your music.
Thank you,
Belinda. Shout outs right quick. We're going to get behind before we can catch up here. Okay, so we got Mr. Bobby Castañeda también. Hello, Keith. Hello, Destiny.
Bobby.
Mr. Ricky has here says, nothing but respect, avoid negativity, always rise above the drama, always keep a great circle of people.
Yes, that's the key.
That's the key,
that's the
for
key.
Sure. And leading by example, he says, for sure.
Thank you, Ricky.
Gigi La Chiquina, or La Chicana Guerrero. Saludos, Keith and Destiny from Mission, Texas. Saludos, Gigi. Yes, got her own. I believe she's got her podcast as well, or
Oh,
something like
awesome.
that. Yeah, it's a great show as well. She's got interviews some of the pioneers in the industry as well. So awesome. Josie, someone says, "Hey, Dad, I need some money." Uh,
Is my
I think
dad watching?
that was the right. Is your dad watching? That was the conversation I think we were having about your pops earlier. So that was we're falling behind here. So yeah, like you can call him and ask him for advice or anything, and he's willing to give you
Yeah,
all that.
and gas money too. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
gas money.
sure.
This is Holland, Michigan. Hello, Destiny from Norma Salazar is tuned in as well.
Michigan.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, I bet you it
Mm,
feels nice up there.
Oh, I know, right? Not like down here. It's the humidity
No.
is back, and it's going to be
Oh,
back for several months, kind of almost 4 months,
horrible.
5. Horrible. Normie Luna también is also
Normie.
tuned in. Yes. It's Tejano time. That's right. He is out in Dallas, Fort Worth. Shout out DFW, Destiny,
Yep,
love
W.
Destiny. Yes. Amazing dudes over there. Always enjoy watching you perform. Yep,
Thank you
that's what
so
it's.
much.
Good guys right there. Mr. Jesse Villarreal también saludos.
Saludos from Florida. I think Jesse's from.
Yes, he's down over in Florida. Saludos, Mr. Jesse. Thank you for tuning in. Dimas Garcia. Saludos, Keith and Destiny, all the way from Plainview, Texas.
Plainview, Texas.
In the house. Mr. Joe Leal also. Saludos y bendiciones, amigos. Saludos, Joe. How was your Tejano Music Awards? Is what Luis
It was
wants to
fun. Always
know.
fun.
Always fun, Mr. We got here. John also says hello, Destiny.
Hola.
Saludos. We got Abel, Rebecca, Luera. What that is? Saludos. There's a Lake Jackson.
Lake Jackson, home of Selena. That's right. And
Buc-ee's.
Two of the most important things in Texas.
In Texas, right? Yes. At Buc-ee's. I had seen someone who stopped out for some snacks the other day. They were on the road. Some artist. I'm not sure who it was. I don't remember. I was looking it up and came across it. $75 in snacks. He said, I just wanted to go in, just use the restroom.
What's your Buc-ee's order?
Mine?
I
always have to get some beef jerky. There's no doubt about that. That's something that I always have. Yes, the spicy one or whatever. Yeah. That's a must right there. It depends, and then it depends on the time, or a brisket sandwich or something like that.
There you go.
Yes, love me some of that. That's right. So hey, there's your bro right there, Mr. Rigo. Saludos, Mr. Rigo Navaira. He's also got a great tune out as well. So got to get him back on the show soon as well, so we can talk about it. So guys, we're going to play the video. We're halfway to the halfway mark here in the show. We definitely want to talk about Forever. It's the name of the song. Okay, so before we get to the video, the single again, guys, might I add, it's already out. It's available on all digital platforms. So go out there and definitely add it to your playlist. Look it up, Spotify music, wherever you have your list at, or what you add to your playlist. Search it. Destiny Navaira. She's got more great music on there as well. But you're going to listen to this one here if you haven't heard it just yet. And we want you guys to take a listen to it, because she's going to give us the inside scoop right now before we play the video as to how you came along to do a bilingual song like this, Forever. Like you said, you're throwing your little fishing pole out there and just, whatever comes in, you want to give this a shot or whatnot. But, you're going fishing basically. So, and that's a good thing, one more before we go. It says here, in Corpus Christi, there was Selena Quintanilha's monument and museum. Yes, of course, Luis, for sure. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hopefully one day I have one in San Antonio.
That'd be amazing, right? All right. But let's see, we got this the video. So talk to us. Let us know what's going on, or how did you come about? Who wrote the song?
So this song is my song. I wrote this song actually right when we were recording Dime Cómo Se Siente. We were still like writing and things like that. We were super inspired. Just moved to Mexico, so we were like, just full in the music 100%. And so I started writing it. Like I said, Rigo went on that date and showed me the song, and I was like, dude, English and Spanish, like I can do that, So I just kind of started, kind of writing little pieces. And then this was one of the songs that came out quickly. It came out about 10-15 minutes. And I showed Rigo, and he was like, yeah, this is it. Like, how did you write this? And I just said, I don't know, So we kept kind of building on it and editing what we needed to, and so on and so forth. right after the Grammys, we did the Las Letras de mi Padre. So I still had that song in my pocket. And when I decided that it was time to come back in the studio to do another, this is the first single off of album 3. So I'm doing a full length album. And this is kind of setting the tone of what I'm going to be doing just throughout this album. I don't stick to one kind of sound, but this is kind of the vibe that I'm going for. And so Forever, I wrote that song back in 2022, kind of, más o menos. And it was just an instant, to me, we were like instant classic. This is the one that we're going to remember forever. Like, it's not going to be, people are going to be singing it, that kind of thing. That's what we felt. And so I was really excited to get in the studio and record it. And so Forever, that's my latest single, and we're very, very proud of it.
Yes, and we have the video right here, guys. Let us know throughout the video as well what you think, and give us some feedback. As I'm sure Destiny would love to hear your feedback as well. So we're going to play it for you guys out there that are tuned in right now, and share the live as well if you're watching. Okay, everybody over on Tejano TV, thank you so much for watching. Check it out. Here is Forever with Destiny Navaira. There you go. Everybody out there that tuned in, that's right. And we're talking about, so we had some people say a summer beach vibe.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Summer love. I wanted people to have the butterflies in their stomach again, that kind of feeling. And I don't usually write love songs, but this one, like I said, it kind of came out, and I really, really enjoyed it. recording it. The video was super fun to make as well. Big shout out to Waldo Reyes. He's the director. También pues Uni Music, which is my record label. They, made that possible, the video. And it was just so much fun. It was so much fun. The song, like I said, super lovey-dovey, kind of summer love. And that's what I wanted people to have for this summer. And to start off the album in that way, for sure. Because the heartbreak's coming.
Oh, yeah. Right? And it's on the way. So Velvet Ramirez also says, I like the vibe of your new songs. She loves
Velvet.
it.
Thank
Dimas
you.
Garcia, great tune, awesome video. And Abel Loera también, give you some claps right there. Great stuff.
Thank you so much.
And saludos to Yvette Navaira también has got us tuned in as well. Yes, we let me send some shout outs right quick. We got a lot of people that are tuned in over on Tejano Time Podcast. That's right. Andy Ramirez is watching. Luis de Leon, Richie Sosa. We also have Danny Noyola también is watching. Saludos, Danny. Let's see, we got Antonio Vega as well. Let's see, Rigo is still on. Saludos, Rigo. Joseph Jimenez tuned in as well. Jose Arado is also tuned in right there. We also have Carol Burney as well as tuned in. Fernando Castillo Hernandez is watching. Julio Castro. Saludos, Julio. Great guy, great show as well. Stella Moreno is watching. We got Lupe as well. Let's see. Ismael Castillo Alejandro is watching as well. So saludos to all you guys that are tuned in on one of our platforms out there. To everybody watching the show as well. Danny says, great canción forever.
Thank you. Yeah, and it's so good, right? Like to use in everything.
Everything, right?
So it's been a great release so far. I love hearing the feedback. It is a little different, but I think it's very it kind of took the more modern turn, and I feel like people can still enjoy it. It's still cumbia. It's still kind of English, Spanish. I feel like that really portrayed who I am, as a Mexican American, and I really think that I want to thrive on that because it's important. It's an important part of who I am. I've been to Mexico. I've lived there, and then I'm from Texas, and it's not a gimmick. It's not a front. It's really who we are, and I think that you can really hear it in this song.
Yep, I agree with you on that as well. We got, let's see, Luis de Leon, saludos from Houston, Texas. He's here, yes. And we got Julio Cesar Garcia. He says, aquí estoy, saludos from San Antonio.
San Antonio.
Right. Yep. Josie says, have to get me Forever Now, Destiny. LOL. Great song.
Right. You got to, girl. Just play the song. They'll come.
That's right. It's fresh.
Thank you.
That's right. Mr. Rogers says there, it's fresh. Yes.
Thank you.
Go Destiny. So yes, thank you so much, everybody that's tuned into the show this evening as well, right here. You had to get that video out there so you guys can take a listen to it. I know it's a great song. It's doing very well, and you can continue to request it. Request it on your favorite local radio station, internet radio stations, or go out and stream it. Add it to your playlist as well, guys. It's available on all digital platforms. Now, you said this is the third song of an album that's in the making right now.
This is the
third single.
The first single.
Okay.
Of album 3.
Album 3. There we go.
This will be album 3. Yeah. So first single of album 3. I kind of want to, play with Forever for a while. And so hopefully by maybe late August, September, we'll have another single. But we're in the works of doing album 3. I'm super excited. I've got some collaborations that I'm working on, people outside of the Tejano world, as well as people inside. And so I'm really excited. I've been writing these songs, since 2022. We've kind of been playing around with things. We're playing with sounds. I want to give a big shout out to my producer, Poncho Herrera. Of course, my brother, Rigo. I also have another friend that's kind of helping me with kind of making it a little more modern, Rob Campos. And he's from Houston, Texas as well. And also was all of Team Destiny who they help me with everything, any question I have, anything I need. Big shout out to my manager, Ruben Valdez. He is just my angel on earth. gets me where I need to go. So it's a lot of work. Like I said, it's a lot of, you know,
Yeah.
preparation and a lot of thinking, okay, what do we need? And, traveling is a lot and doing all of these things that we're doing, but it's so rewarding at the end. When we get to have, the album release party or a song comes out or anything. That's really why we do it. And it feels so good that we get to share our work, with the world. And we've got a lot of plans as far as performing. Couple dates coming up. We've got July 4th in Benitas, Texas, which is in the Valley. That one's going to be myself, Rigo, and my dad. That's going to be a July 4th festival.
Wonderful.
Got August. We're going to be at the Pura Vida Awards here in San Antonio.
Okay. Yes.
And then the 24th, 25th will be in Milwaukee at the Mexican Fiesta. That's me and Rigo. And then at the end of the month, August, will be at Chente's celebration, the Tejano Superfest. So we're,
wow,
here and there. We don't gig every weekend. My goal is to gig every weekend, but as of now, we're doing great shows, and I'm so very grateful for everybody who's requested us and people who have reached out to us. We've got a lot of things that we're working on for the show. We have special show planned for Milwaukee. And I'm really, really excited about that festival. So if the people of Milwaukee, all the surrounding areas, make sure you come check out our show. I'm not sure what time we play, but I know we play the 24th and 25th. And so we're going to do something very special for the people of Milwaukee and the Mexican Fiesta. Un saludo para Vanessa, para todos de allá de Milwaukee, everybody who's been helping me get everything situated. Thank you guys so much. And so we've got a lot of plans in the works. Dallas, I'll be in Dallas in September, Fort Worth area. So be looking out for that. Austin as well. I've got a couple dates. So, we're just, like I said, we're just kind of putting our foot in every door we can. And we're excited to be out and singing live and sharing new music. My brother, like you said, he's got Luna. He just came out with Gloria, and he'll be having some more songs come out as well. So we're just doing what we love to do. And, it's been, I think, like forever. I was already getting that itch, like, oh, I haven't let out a song in a while. And, I feel now at peace.
Yeah. It's forever. All right. She's got it out, guys. So yes, definitely. Dima's got to see it. Says just downloaded forever to my music library.
Yay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so
let me
much.
catch up on a few of these here. We got Velvet Ramirez once again said, who would you like to collab with?
Oh man, I have a whole list.
Yeah.
But right now, the moment, Christian Nodal. Right now I'm obsessed, and that would be probably my dream collab for the moment.
There you go, Velvet. Awesome. And a big shout out going out to let's see, Mary Garcia from says hello Destiny, greetings from Arlington, Texas.
Arlington.
Yes. Saludos, Mary. Thank you for tuning in. Irene Mendoza también from Glendale, Arizona. We got Mary from New Mexico. Hello, Destiny. God's blessings from New Mexico.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in, Marie. And this was going back to earlier. Poncho Herrera from RBD. That's what Roger. No,
I don't think so. He was in a band back in the 90s. They were called Grupo Conspiración. They were like a cumbia group. Yeah, he's super talented producer and singer. But yeah, I think that guy's name is Poncho Herrera too.
Okay, so this is some great stuff right here to have on the show right now at this time before we wrap things up here. Tell Destiny I have a song I wrote for Emilio. I want her to hear it and maybe record called Heaven is My Home.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, just send, I always tell people when they ask me, hey, I have a song, just send it to my email. That's actually how I got Dime Cómo Se Siente. The songwriter from Monterrey emailed it to me, and I instantly fell in love with it. So yeah, send it on over.
There you go, Jesse. Good stuff right there. Just send it on over. You never know. And a great songwriter. I mean, Jesse's just amazing. So going back to wrap things up here, but we don't want to wrap it up too quick. But I was, you covered the project. You got all the open dates you have. I know you can't wait to get to Milwaukee because the weather's going to be great. I know it. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. You're waiting for that date to come up
Yes.
quicker, huh? Yeah, it's gonna be awesome up there. I mean, they represent, they show up, they go out there, and they love Tejano music
So
out there.
we played in 2018 as Remedio,
Hmm.
and oh my gosh, we had the time of our lives. We played amazing shows. I think we played one time right before Angeles Azules, and we were like, "Oh my gosh!" And it was just a great experience. So I'm really excited to go back this time as Destiny, Rigo, and we're just really excited. Like I said, we have a special show planned for the people of Milwaukee, and things like that. I think that's the best part of this as well, is um that Mexican umbrella of music, right?
Hmm.
They've got banda, they've got mariachi, they've got tejano, they've got norteño, they've got salsa, they've got cumbia. I mean, that's like the beauty to me of who we are, as Mexican Americans. We can
Yeah.
enjoy all of that, and
Hmm.
then at the same time throw in an English word in our song, and it be acceptable, and it be you know part of who we are. Like I said, I always say it right now, especially that Latino music is right there at the top. It's in the Billboard charts. It's on all of that. This is our opportunity to take it and run, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do. There's no barriers. There's no limitations on what we
Hmm.
can do with our music right now, and so I think everybody needs to take that chance. If you have an
Yeah.
idea that kind of sounds crazy, but you know you love it, do it.
Go
I
for
think
it.
I think that that's what it's the moment right now, and
Hmm.
and I'm proud, to come from our genre, to if I gotta be in the front of that line, I'm ready to do so. So, yeah, I think just everything that I have in my head. I'm also crazy planner, and I want this and I want that, and it may take me some time, but I'll get it.
I get it, right? It's
Yeah,
on your bucket. It's on your bucket list,
my
right?
bucket list. Yep.
For sure. Yes, definitely. So, any advice to the youngsters out there, some of the young Latinas, the young women out there that are just starting out in the industry, or thinking about, a career, or
Yeah,
just getting into the business at all?
I think if I could go back and tell myself, advice, I would just say really listen to your gut instinct, listen to, what you truly want to do. There's going to
Hmm.
be people that, come in and try to change your mind. There's going to be people that come in and, you know, it's not bad to listen to people, but at the end of the day, you need to be happy with what you're
Yeah.
doing. If you're coming into this industry, I think it's important to be original. I think it's important to really, if you decide, do I want to be an artist or do I just want to be a singer? Because that's two different things, and it's a thing that develops over time. So I think just to be patient with yourself and the process as well, because it does get overwhelming. But yeah, I think just the most important thing is be who you are. Don't try to imitate anything. Whatever you feel, do it, and it's always going to come out the right way.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. For all the youngsters out there, I'm sure there's a lot of people that again, like you said, be yourself. Just go out there and shine. Don't try to be something that it's tough. Now, there's a lot of them out there that start off their career that way, or not their career, but just start off doing that, trying to imitate and whatnot, and it just goes south real fast.
Well, and the faster you find your footing, the better. I mean, for me, it wasn't so much that we were imitating, but I was just so used to the show of my dad and my uncle. So we get on
Hmm.
stage and it was that time, and now I find myself while I'm on stage, I'm like, okay, yeah, like I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that. And it develops over time,
Over time, yeah.
and it's cool to have your who you love and put that influence in, but just make sure that you don't get completely lost in it, for sure.
Lost in it, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Definitely, definitely. My guest tonight, right here on Tejano Time Podcast, Destiny Navaira, San Antonio, Texas. Always great to have her on the show, ladies and gentlemen. She's got great things going on for her right now, and a busy schedule coming up this summer as well. So hopefully you guys can go and check out one of the shows in the areas that she mentioned earlier. You can always go back and check it out. Or you can run them down right quick.
Yeah.
Anything, the closest one, or all of them. Why not?
Yeah, so July 4th for all the people in the Valley will be in Penitas, Texas. And then August 16th will be here in San Antonio at the Pura Vida Awards. on August 24th, 25th, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the Mexican Fiesta. August 31st, I believe, we'll be here in San Antonio at Chenta's Tejano Superfest, I think it's called. And then September 14th, I have Austin, a pending date in Austin, and September 20th in Fort Worth. So we'll be on the road, and we're excited to see everybody. If you're in the area, please come out. También, por favor, sígueme en las redes sociales. Follow me on all social media because I post and I upload. That way you guys can see what's going on, where we're going to be, so on and so forth. And I do that for my dad, my brother, and myself. So any of one of us, you'll know where we are, whether one way or another. But if you guys give us a follow, and also, thank you to everybody who's been supporting me, not just me throughout these past 4 years as Destiny, but just my family in general. From, they started, I think, in 86, 87, around there. And, since then, we've just been really blessed to have people who have become family. People who are there for us in, the worst times and the best times. And, just now to have this second generation, I think a lot of people really enjoy that. And we love to do it for them. My uncle, my dad, of course, are my biggest, inspirations. And they were my teachers. They are my teachers, from vocals to stage presence to after the show, just being a good person. And they really taught us how to be part of your fans and how to be part of the industry and people who are involved. And that's something that I'm super grateful for, because if I didn't know how, it'd be a whole different story for sure.
For sure. Yes. So Susan Solis says, hello, Destiny. Hope you're doing well.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you so much.
Saludos, Susan. Thank you for tuning in right here at the Tejano Time Podcast. And once again, guys, her music is out, guys. The new single is out. It's available on all digital platforms. So again, you can follow her on all her platforms on social media. You can go out there and search her music. Go out there. You guys got a platform. Go and search Destiny Navaira. Her music is going to pop up. Forever is going to be there. Download it, add it to your playlist. And don't forget, you can also go to YouTube as well and check out the video, or you can always go back and watch the podcast as well. It's in there. All right, guys. So again, Destiny, it's always great to have you here on the show. Always great to catch up with you. I mean, you guys stay busy. I know, like you said, there's no shows, but you might not have a show, in here and there, but you're still working. You're still doing it. You're working on music projects, all kinds of great stuff. So
we're excited. We go to Monterrey. Not the next week coming, but the next week we'll be there for a week recording and doing stuff. So we're excited about that. Un saludo para todos de México también que están viendo. Ojalá que pronto estaremos en vivo allá en un lugar, no sé, pero estamos tratando para hacer eso. And so like you said, we're traveling, we have a lot of private shows. We're also going to be at June 13th here in San Antonio. Once a month, me and Rigo do an acoustic show at Pico de Gallo downtown.
Okay. Yes.
13th, we'll be there. We're doing a mariachi night. So we're doing songs by Juan Gabriel, Rocío Dúrcal, Vicente. I mean, just all the greats. And we're really, really excited for that one. So June 13th, we will be there. I'll be posting that pretty soon here, actually. And so we're excited to get everywhere in Texas that we can, out of state. If you see us, please come say hi. And we love you guys so much. So thank you so much for all the support. And like I said, the new music will not stop. It'll keep coming.
Yeah, for sure. So again, follow her, and you will get all that inside scoop right there, man. Saludos from Arizona. The best to you, Destiny, from Monica Castro is watching the show
Monica.
as well.
Thank you.
All right. Amarillo, that's Susan out over in Amarillo who's watching the show as well. And Arriba Pierdas Negras, Mexico, we got Mr. Julio Garcia. There you go. So, gracias. Thank you guys for tuning in here at the Tejano Time Podcast. As always, it's a pleasure to have Destiny on the show. One quick word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back to sign off, guys, right here on the Tejano Time Podcast. Being brought to you by Tumbleweed, Texas, Houston's #1 spot for Tejano. You can book your event today at 832-446-6949. Also being brought to you by Latin Hustle Entertainment. Are you ready to push your music career and make money? You can look these guys up, Latin Hustle Music Group at gmail.com. And also from Heels on Wheels Mobile Notary, 832-598 361-398-5561. Book your appointment today. And ACL Productions, call us for your next event, 361-318-0229. All right. So Destiny, again, always a pleasure to have you here on Tejano Time. God bless. And we'll see you very, very soon. Somewhere, probably in San Antonio, maybe at the Puro Vida Awards.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah.
Thank you so much, Keith. And thank you guys for what you guys do. Saludos otra vez a todos los fans, to everybody watching, to everybody tuned in on Facebook, wherever you're watching. Thank you guys so much. And please go download my new song, Forever. Watch the video. Let me know what you think. Comment, like, share. I appreciate it so much. I love you guys. God bless you. And we'll see you next time.
There you go. Thank you, guys. And thank you so much. Everybody on Tejano TV, we want to send a shout out to you guys as well. Gracias. Thank you for tuning into the show tonight. God bless, Destiny. Until next time.
Thank you.